Every artist has thought about finding their own style, including myself, but after overthinking a lot, I think I'll just have some fun, and I thought of doing a fun challenge for myself, which is to do a bunch of old cartoon styles from the 90s to the 2010s. And who knows, maybe I'll incorporate some of these into my own art style. Because I'm very indecisive sometimes, I thought it'd be a great idea to just grab a jar and fill it with hidden notes containing all of the art styles, and then just shaking it up and choosing them at random. So I ended up going to a local retro store and picked up a jar, and this one happened to be very pretty, so I just instantly bought it. I looked around, but all of them were just plain, boring glass jars, but this one stood out to me the most. So when I took this home, I gave it a good wash and added some gems. So I did still want to make it my own with one of my characters, Bloomy, which you've seen a lot recently. So I got a flower-shaped cutter, clay, and just put it to make a little flower head. And this will be placed on top of the lid. After decorating the jar, I grabbed some sticky notes that were coloured, and I wanted to just add all the art styles I could think of that I grew up with that were all my personal favourites. For the videos to come, I'll be using each one of my original characters that are featured in my comic series that I'm working on, so if you haven't seen any of those, please click on this playlist here. And I'll be putting all of these characters into funny scenarios, so they'll be interacting with possibly some characters from the universe, and also some items and objects that they'll find lying around. So I'm excited about doing all of this. I really want to try different line weights, so say for instance using thin lines but then really thick lines to make certain areas of a character stand out a bit more. And also pushing myself to try out simpler styles, because I'm so used to aiming for the most detailed line work, the most detailed shading, everything has to be perfect and shiny. So I'm just trying to push myself out of my comfort zone a little bit with this. Also, the simplest characters end up being the most charming, so for instance, the Moomins. How did I develop my own style? I did a mixture of Steven Universe, 90s anime, and of course Zelda with the elf ears. I can't draw normal ears anymore. And I played around with the spheres, so I did start with on paper, and I did digital art because everyone's like, oh, you should try it, you might like it, and after many years of just trying it, I didn't like the look. But that's because I didn't understand the tools properly. Just using the paint bucket tool and using a heavy airbrush tool for the shading areas. But also, alongside digital art, I like to also develop my animation skills with Clip Studio Paint. So to fully commemorate this project, I also wanted to do a digital illustration with my characters. So for now, it's myself at the very bottom, and the two in the middle are my main characters, Dusk and Dawn, and the ones at the very top are Shade and Nyx. And as you can see, Shade, the one with the hat, is not too happy about what's going to happen. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like, and I'll see you in the next one.